All right, my viewers and subscribers, time to talk, time to talk. We have come to the end of that warm-up game between the West Indies and the Prime Minister 11. And I must say, Chanderpaul. Man picking up the man of the match in his first game there, my viewers and subscribers. After scoring a century and coming in the first innings and coming back in the second innings to get a solid half century, right? Shout out to him. But I am still not satisfied. And it's not that I'm hard to satisfy my viewers and subscribers. I am just mindful that there is still one level or two levels to go up, because this was the Prime Minister 11, and even though some of the players would have played at the international level, this is not the international team that we are going to be taking on. We still have the Australia senior team to take on. So I am still not getting complacent, because a couple of things went on in this warm-up game that I wasn't too happy about. So we're going to take a look at the scorecard, my viewers. Just make sure you watch the video until the end and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. All right, so going into the last day, we were looking to chase. The target was 309. We would have scored some runs already, and we're looking to get over 200 runs on the final day. And it so happened that we were only able to muster 277 for 8 when they decided that the match would be declared a draw. So 277 for 8 is what we ended on, and I'm just gonna go through the scorecard for the second innings, and then I'll remind you guys how the first innings went. So Craig Brathwaite in the second innings getting 20, and as I would have indicated, Tejan and Chanderpaul getting 56 from 138 deliveries. So basically staying there, making sure that he was holding things together. And to be playing your first game at the this level for West Indies and getting a century in the first innings and then coming back with a half century, that is definitely sticking your name right up there. And I must say that he would have done the work that is needed by him. Is just for him to sit and wait and see what the captain and the coaches will do in terms of how they will set up their playing 11. Nkrumah Bana, he didn't score much. He had 12. Another player that definitely needs to pick up the slack. We would have seen Nkrumah Bana in warm-up games not doing well, and then once he goes into the actual game, we usually see him picking it up and getting and playing a good hand for the team. You understand? But we definitely want to see more from Nkrumah Bana. Devon Thomas, he had a half century, another half century, getting 77 the other day, and now getting 55. You understand? 55 from 93. And quite a few people in the region still believes that he should not be there because his name is not as high profile as some of the other players that they love. But the hard, cold truth is, some of these players that people want to see in the team, they have failed to outperform Devon Thomas at the regional level for probably 2 years or so, 2.5 years. The man has been putting in the work. He's not my favorite player in terms of going out there and and batting, but I am a fan of the number. I might not be the biggest fan of the player, but I am a fan of the number, and he the numbers. He has definitely put in the work at the regional level, which is what the selectors look at to select the team. So all the other high-profile players that some people believe should be ahead of Devon Thomas, tell them to outperform the man. When they outperform the man, then I have no problem with them getting in the team. That is just how I see it. I could be going cuckoo up there, who to tell. Anyways, he got 55, and Kyle Mayers had 20. Kyle Mayers is another player that he has definitely he's yet to really step up in on this tour over there in Australia, where the warm-up games are concerned. Definitely hope that if he gets selected in the playing 11, he will do some work for us. Usually he comes out and bowls well, and batting in the middle order there, as I said, it's going to be important, because in the two test matches, four innings, it's highly unlikely that the top order, the two openers, number 3 and 4, will be able to always get us off to a good start. So the guys in the middle will need to chip in, and I think that is where he's going to be. Jason Holder and Jermaine Blackwood weren't involved in this game, and more than likely they are going to be playing, so we hope that they will chip in also. But definitely would have liked to see the guys that played in this game do some work. Now Joshua Da Silva getting 52 from 124, so spending time at the wicket And as usual, we know Joshua Da Silva is as tough as they come. Not often he will give away his wickets. So, you know, we usually see him trying to spend time there, especially with the tail and trying to put runs together. So 52 from 124. Raston Chase, who I believe will be playing, he got 13 from 30. And Alzarri Joseph, this man has been doing some work over the last couple of months at the T20, at ODI, and now at the the 4-day level, getting 31 from 73. Kemar Roach, who is usually very dependent, we can depend on him. He didn't score. Raymond Reefer remained not out, 0 from 26. So spending time at the wicket but not getting any runs, and that is how things went, my viewers and subscribers, in that second inning. So the scores again in that game are the Prime Minister 11, 322 and 221 for 4. The Clare West Indies 235 and 277 for 8. You understand? Tejnar and Chanderpaul top scoring there with a century and a half century. A couple of our players getting half centuries also. Brathwaite had 47 in the first innings, didn't do much in the second innings. And that is basically it, my piece. But in the first innings, it was because of that century by Tejnar and Chanderpaul why we didn't look too bad, because separating apart from him getting 119 and Brathwaite getting 47, nobody else really did anything. The other highest score was Joshua Da Silva with 25. Where the bowling is concerned, that is something that we hope will come around in the test match. Kemar Roach, Jaden Seals, Alzarri Joseph, we are going to look forward to them doing their thing. In the first innings, Alzarri picked 4 wickets, and we had Raston Chase picking up 2, Roach, Seals, and Raymond Reefer alongside Kyle Mears both all picked up 1. Now, in terms of the second innings there, we also had, we didn't get a chance to get a lot of wickets because they only lost 4 wickets, the Prime Minister 11 that is. And it was Jaden Seals, Alzarri Joseph, Devon Thomas, and Craig Brathwaite that picked up those wickets. So we're going to continue to keep a close eye on the squad as they look forward to the first test match in the next couple of days. I think we play on the 29th. So, it's going to be interesting. Definitely going to be interesting. As I said, that pitch was good for batting, and separating apart from that century from Chanderpaul in the first innings, things didn't go as I would have anticipated. But one thing I can say, the coach and the captain, they definitely will need to take a look at the playing 11, because Devon Thomas, he has definitely put his hands up. Tejnar and Chanderpaul, in my opinion, would have sealed himself right there as the man to open with Craig Brathwaite. Shamar Brooks in the first game, he got a half century. Nkrumah Banner is yet to do anything. So, we could see Brooks and Banner switching places there. Don't know where we'll go in, my peeps. I'm going to leave it right there for now. But you don't know, as we go throughout the day, I am going to be bringing you some more information as it relates to things that I would have picked up coming out of that game, whether it is an interview from Brathwaite or the coach or the man of the match, Tejnar and Chanderpaul. Remember now, my peeps, this is set to be the last dance for Coach Phil Simmons. He is going to be overseeing these 2 test matches, and then he's off to that job that he picked up. I think it's over there in Saudi Arabia that he's going to be coaching. So yeah, that is pretty much it, my viewers and subscribers. We're going to leave it right there for now. And remember, tomorrow we will have our usual 1-hour live show where we'll get a chance to talk about this warm-up game. Big up on yourself, my peeps, and we'll touch base later.